Alright, what is up? This is SLOplays, and good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Let's talk about early access for Sparking Zero DLC Pack 3. I should have went over this in the last video. I kind of briefly went over the times, but I didn't do the time zone conversions, and that's my bad. I completely forgot about that. I always forget that, everybody lives in a different area. So you guys got to know exactly when this goes up, when the patch starts, maintenance, how long it lasts, as well as when you should be able to play the DLC, okay? It's going to be today. Later today, this afternoon. It just depends on your time zone. If you're living in Japan, you're probably going to be playing this tomorrow on the 22nd, early in the morning because of how the time zones work. So let's go over all this, and then we'll also do a trailer breakdown. I just kind of wanted to go over things and just my thoughts and opinions on certain stuff in the trailer because I didn't get to go over that last time. So on the official site, okay, this is all the official information that you need to know. A new patch is planned to be released on September 21st at 3 p.m. PDT, okay? That's going to be September 22nd at 12 a.m. CEST. I believe that's European time. So they had all the patch notes. We already went over that. If you need to know the patch notes and everything, watch my previous video on that, okay? So after the patch goes up, scheduled maintenance is planned literally at the same time. So the patch is going to be added, but you're not going to really be able to do much other than, I think you can just play offline and that's pretty much it, right? But the maintenance means that during this time, ranked match in the world library and custom battle will be unavailable. So you can't jump into PvP, with the new stage, right? This update and this patch and everything should add the free stage as well. So you, at the very least, you would be able to play and mess around with the actual new map and everything, right? So that's going to be at 3 p.m., like I said, at the same exact time, and it's going to last 2 hours, okay? I don't remember if the previous updates lasted that long. I feel like they lasted only 1 hour. I could be wrong about that, though. But this is a little bit more delayed compared to the schedule that they've had in the past. The past actually 3 DLCs, including the Shallot one, I think it was at 2. It started at 2, right? Maintenance, the actual DLC it released for me at 5 p.m. CST, right? Central time, because that's my time, right? So I'm not sure why it's delayed this time around. I don't know what the reason for that is, but for the, CEST, that's going to be September 22nd, 12 a.m. to 2 a.m. So it's going to be really bad for those of y'all that live in Europe. I do feel for y'all. I'm sorry that is the case. I've been there, whenever they've done releases for DLC and content. Usually it's Xenoverse 2 they do this. For us in America, it's always late at night, and maintenance ends at 2 or 3 a.m. in the morning. And that's awful, dude. That's really, really bad. So I had to convert my own sleep schedule to where I'm waking up at 3 a.m. Every morning, just so that I could, try out the DLC when it came out, which that's not a good way to do things, right? But they can't cater and appeal to everybody's time zone, which sucks, but that's just what it is. So, during this time, you can't do any ranked, and you can't, access custom battle modes, anything online related, you can't fuck around with, right? You just gonna be playing offline, which I think that's fine. You can at least for at least 2 hours, you can fuck around with the stage, just look at every nook and cranny of the new map, right? See, because hey, we waited this long for a new map, right? Might as well. So let's go over the time conversions. I took the liberty of getting each of the major time zones for, at least my personal audience, where, I guess where most of the people who are watching my content live. If your time zone isn't on here, it's a very easy thing. You just go on Google, you put in, what is it? I guess, it just depending on if you want to do CEST, it doesn't matter. Just do PDT to your time zone conversion, and then Google will get it for you, right? But like I said, for now, I'll at least do this for you guys. So the patch and maintenance, all that coming at 3 p.m. will be 5 p.m. CST. Okay, so that's going to be Central Time for those of you that live, in, Central America. Not Central America, but, Central U.S. There you go. And then Eastern, right? EST will be 6 p.m., right? So it's always 2 hours. We're 2 hours ahead where I am in Central. And then Eastern is 3 hours ahead. And then CEST, European time, will be 12 a.m., which that all, matches up, right? What they have here. And then for Japan time, at 7 a.m. in the morning. So I think that's a good one. Japan's got the best time, and that's what they're likely catering towards is Japan's time. This is right when the day starts, right in the morning. People are already waking up and everything. That's like the ideal time for, everyone if they were going to do it. But for us, we do have it pretty good as well. In the afternoon is also very good because that's when, people are cutting off of school and work and all that shit. But this is today. This is on a Sunday. Every other DLC release has always been on a Monday. So it's, again, very odd. They're changing it up. They're doing a different time, and they're also doing a different day. Not sure why they're doing it like that. I wonder if it's just because everybody was bitching at them to release the DLC, and they were just like, damn, here, bitch, like, just take it. So that's probably what ended up happening. They saw all the just like, complaining and stuff, which warranted, right? I was part of that. I was bitching about it too because I was just like, what are they doing, bro? They're waiting until the last day to release this DLC. Like, it's ridiculous. So they finally did it. Other than that, we'll go over when it should end. So it's supposed to last 2 hours at 5 p.m. So we're going to do this little scroll down. Oh, man. So it's going to be up at 7 p.m. CST, 8 p.m. EST, 2 a.m. CEST, and then for Japan, it'll be at 9 a.m. So again, we have a couple of hours to just fuck around with the stage. So I'll probably just make a video just separately on the stage, on the new map, just kind of exploring it. And then after that ends and 7 p.m. comes up, the DLC should be out, right? That's when maintenance and everything ends. Now, let me warn y'all. Okay, because this isn't the first time that this has happened. This happened during DLC 2, the first DAIMA pack. They fucked up. And for whatever reason, after maintenance ended, the DLC was not out. And it was supposed to be, right? Every other DLC that released, the Shallot one as well as the Beast Gohan one, it was available literally right after, like a minute, not even a minute, like right after the maintenance ended, right? So I don't know what happened, but they fuck up sometimes, right? It is what it is, human error. So I can't explain exactly what happened. I had to DM Bandai Namco directly on Twitter and be like, guys, what the fuck? Like, you guys got to fix this. We paid for this DLC. Why are we not able to play it during early access? And that's a big thing, okay? You're paying for the early access, and even if it's 1-2 minutes after it goes up, to me, that's unacceptable, right? You're losing time. As time goes on, you're losing time, right? That's what I'm saying. It's ridiculous. And you can call me, being bitchy about it or whatever, but it's like, I wasn't the only one that was... You get annoyed because it's like, I paid money for this, a lot of money. We were spending like over $100 for this shit. We should get our content when it was promised. You can't be, like I said, I know. Human error, they fucked up, but that's not a good look for your company, right? So that when that happened, it took an hour for them to actually release it. And this is on PS5. I guess Steam might have been okay. I'm not exactly sure. I didn't even really check Steam. But PS5, where their main core player base is, and it took another extra hour for them to actually just release the DLC for people to download and install. Huge L. So do not do that again. If you do that again, you're losing. You get Bandai. You're already on thin ice. I mean, I think it's over for some people. People are just done with y'all, right? But Bandai, you guys are on thin fucking ice with me, right? And like, there are a lot of things that I appreciate, and there are a lot of things I don't agree with. But it's like, whenever you're not releasing this shit on time, big L. You know what I mean? But I mean, that's not even the biggest deal. Like, there are so many other problems with with Bandai, but I'm not going to get into that. You guys know what they are, right? But I digress. These are the times, like I said, that you need to know. I mean, hey, we're finally playing it today, right? I guess in a sense, this is good. Like, in a sense, not really, but if you really think about it, because every other DLC has released on a Monday. Oh, 1 day earlier, right? No, not really. I mean, actually, it kind of is, because the Beast Gohan DLC... I know, I'm just talking right now. You guys don't have to watch this part, right? The Beast Gohan DLC had its trailer on a Friday, but it released on a Monday. So in a sense, it is like one extra day early. I'm just trying to find something positive, and I know. I'm just crazy. Okay, so yeah, those are the times that you need to know about. You'll be good to go. If you have any other questions, you can let me know down in the comments. Again, 7 p.m. and 5 p.m. and 8 p.m. for those of you that live in America. That is the intended time of when the DLC should be releasing. But I'm not going to say that's a guarantee because they can always fuck up. So just that's what the point I was trying to get across was just be cautious about that. Okay, let's get into the trailer. I just kind of want to watch it again and break it down. All right, guys, let's watch the trailer for the 500th time. I've watched this trailer so many times. I'm excited. I'm like genuinely excited to finally play this. So let's kind of just break down some things that I'm just curious about. So the stage here, right? It's very big. Like, I know this right here, I mean, because it's zoomed out, you can't really see it, but whenever you actually see the characters fighting on the map, it's huge, which it should be. This is a very big, arena that GOMA made, right? And they did a very good job. You see all the details, even the backgrounds. Look at the background right here. This is the coolest part, because this is the first demon world, right? First demon realm. That background, it's on point to what Demon World 1 had, right? This like crazy, I mean, it's like Goma's castle or whatever that's supposed to be, right? So I love this pan around with it.
Do your worst. I'm positively undefeatable.
This model, clean. Sparking Zero's models are smooth as butter, man. With the Unreal Engine, like whatever you say about it, Dragon Ball Legends models, beautiful, but you cannot beat how like just smooth these models are, right? You got Goku. So he has a paralysis technique here. And just look how big this stage is. You see the backgrounds and everything, the giant like spikes coming up. Like, this is a huge stage. So that right there, honestly, I don't know what that's called. That is a generic full power energy wave. That's basically what that is, okay? But at least he has like not a unique necessarily, but like, his own specific animation of him charging it up, right? So we got Majin Buu. Now, I'm assuming this is his ultimate, right? If that's just the super, like a basic blast, that's impressive. Because, like, what is his ultimate going to be, right? That's got to be his ultimate. And they did a very good job with that. Like, the amount of love they put into Do, I have a lot of appreciation for it. They gave him the Super Saiyan 3 thing. And they fully animated it, like, very well. Like, look at that. They did good. Like, that's one... You cannot say that the animations were bad in this. Like, they were very, very good. We got little Vegeta Mini. So that right there, another probably just like super blast attack for Goma. I was hoping he was going to have that I-beam, and they did a very good job with it. It looks awesome, and it has that big range too. And I guess that is his ultimate. Now, this is just Third Eye Goma, by the way. This isn't the giant Goma, right? So this is the move that he used. This one right here is what he used against... well, he was going to do to Super Saiyan 3 Goku right before he transformed. So they have all this kind of in order. Look at this animation, dog. Probably one of the best animations for a transformation in the entire game, in my opinion. And I wish he was Super Saiyan 3 so that it looked accurate, like 100% accurate. But, I mean, for whatever reason, they decided not to do Super Saiyan 3 DAIMA Goku. Oh, shit. The GT's coming out, right? But this animation looks great. On point to the anime. Again, crazy effects. And that's another thing that I'll give the Sparking Zero. Over any game, Sparking Zero has the best, the absolute best effects, okay? Like, this shit, there's so much going on with the actual, like, just auras, electricity, everything. And this looks fantastic. Now, this might be a hot take, and you can disagree with me, and that's cool, right? But I am most excited for this Goku Mini. Out of all 6 of the characters, Do looks awesome. You know, Goma's cool. Adult Super Saiyan 4. I don't know. I feel like I'm just a little bit burnt out on the adult versions of Super Saiyan 4 and Super Saiyan 3, which I love those versions. Obviously, they're the most hype. But I'm personally most excited for DAIMA Kid Goku because he hasn't been in any other game. This is the first game that we can play, not Super Divers, because fuck that shit. We can't even fucking play that, so that didn't even count, right? But we're finally able to play as a Goku Mini Super Saiyan 4. And then he's got his upside down Kamehameha. Now, as far as I know, this is the only thing that they showed, so I'm really hoping, and I know they probably won't do this, but if they have the attention to detail in any point in this Goku's animations, I would prefer if his run animation was on all fours. I know they're not going to do that, but if they have him running on all fours, this DLC, it gets huge extra points, bro. Right? Because like that's something that was so iconic in the anime is him, you know, running like a fucking like a beast, right? It was awesome. So if they can include that, that would be peak. So that looks cool, man. That third eye transformation. Let me get that shit again. Look at this. This is a transformation of the giant. The eye effect is sick. So when he gets giant too, he gets really buff. So that right there is crazy. That looks like the fucking what is that attack that Android 16 has? The Hell Blaster or whatever. Like this is crazy looking. Dude, look at this. He blows up the whole stage with that shit. Like that's awesome. I really don't know if this is an actual animation that is playing in
It feels good to be back in my old
like in game, or if that's just an effect for the trailer. But again, Goku looks really good. I'm not gonna hold on to hope that any of this stuff is a transformation. Even Vegeta, even though Vegeta's looks exactly like a transformation, I'm not gonna personally be like, oh yeah, this is it, right? But it looks great. Like this looks good, even though they're separate slots. Big fumble. I mean, that's pretty much on point to what he did in the anime, right? The charge punch. Dragon Ball Legends has that. Does that crazy ass kick. Like that looks like a transformation. The way that they did it, I can see that being an intro, but like it's so long. Like this is a very long intro.
You're no match for me. No match for me.
And like people pointed out, I probably won't be able to get it because it's so quick. This right here is what it looks. Look at Goma's face. Bro does not want to be there right now. But like people pointed out that like this is what happens usually after a transformation. It's true. Right after a transformation, you have the aura. It's exact. The aura, how it's just always active. When you don't move right after a transformation, the characters do this. It looks exactly like that. He's just standing there with his arms crossed and he's got the crazy aura surging, right? Like this looks exactly like it's going to be a transformation. Like I'm sorry, the cope is they're baiting me right here. Like, oh, this is a transformation. But I'm just looking too deep into it. Vegeta, his model, probably the best looking model in the entire DLC. If I would have to say, like, that shit, animation's way better than what Xenoverse 2 did. Still like Xenoverse 2, but like this is crazy good. And again, like when I saw this, how well that they did Super Saiyan 4 Goku's Kamehameha. This is immaculate. This is right here. They recreated this scene. Like, look at this. Look at this. This looks great. Again, like every time I see that, I just have to applaud. Like they did a very good job. And people will sit there and tell you that it looks like dog shit. I'm being serious. There will be people that will tell you that this right here, be like, oh, the animations are not that good. Dragon Ball Legends looks better. I'll be like, brother, I implore you, go back and play Dragon Ball Legends. Dragon Ball Legends looks great, but they nailed the effects more than anything. Animations and stuff, great. Looking amazing. The effects are, it's so good, dude. Like you line this shit up right here. Let me show you that right there. You line that up. Look, the electricity, the blue streaks of light and everything. That was like the anime. That's not even glaze. That's me giving credit where it's due. There are a lot of things that I don't like about this DLC. One, main one being that they just did not, add the Tamagamis, for example. And it's not like a huge deal. I'm not losing sleep over it, but I'm just saying, like, there was no Super Saiyan 3 Goku Mini, which would have worked and looked better for him when he transforms and transitions into Super Saiyan 4, right? And, like, there were just a few things missing. But they did good on the animations. They did very good on the actual models.
Way stronger than yours.
That looks so good. I'm sorry. Am I the only one that thinks that this just looks awesome? Like, it looks so good. Oh, man. I already know the comments I'm going to see on this video. This guy's a fucking glazer. He glazes everything. Oh, get Bandai's dick out your mouth, blah, 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 all this shit. Like, holy shit, dude. You can never say a single positive thing. Like, here, I'll give you something like I told you. When I saw this, I was like, when I saw this character lineup right here, I was like, bro, what happened? They really said 20 plus characters, and that was it. They really stayed true to that. They weren't going to go above 29 characters. I don't know how many this is in total, including Shallot, but I'm pretty sure it's less, because only 6. I never expected them to only drop 6, right? And in a sense, it really is only 5, because Giant Goma is still Goma, right? At least Mini Super Saiyan 4 and Adult Super Saiyan 4 are different, right? They do play differently. But there's still Goku, right, in a sense. Vegeta, he's, his own thing, and then Do is his own thing for the most part. So I would say uniqueness, you only really got, again, 5 characters, which makes sense because every other DLC pretty much had 5 new characters if you exclude their transformations. So they're still on the right path with it. This really should have been more, but watch, they're gonna make another DAIMA DLC or like another DLC pack, and maybe then we'll see the Tamagamis. But I don't know, man. It looks good. I'm very excited for this. It's gonna be fun. Stay tuned later today. We'll cover the stage when the free update goes live, followed by the DLC character breakdowns. There's only 5, so I guess I could just do all of it in one full thing like I did before, right? Because you can have 5 on a team, so I guess that works. Maybe that's why they're doing it. They were like, oh, we want these people to get a full DP team or whatever. I guess that wouldn't work because they're all going to have different DP. But y'all let me know what you think the DP for these characters are. I would assume Goku would be the same DP as Super Saiyan 4. Majin Buu probably 1 or 2 DP above Majin Buu. Goma is probably going to be the same DP as Super Saiyan 4 Goku. His Giant might be 1 more DP above that. Vegeta might be 1 DP less than Super Saiyan 4. And same thing with Goku Mini Super Saiyan 4. Maybe he's like going to be 1 or 2 DP less than Adult. But yeah, y'all let me know. All right. Y'all have a great day. Drop a like, subscribe here on the channel, ring my notification bell. Peace out.
This is Broly, and you are watching SLOplays. Make sure to subscribe, or else I'll destroy your entire planet!